I'm E.L. Crane.
I am not.
He's not. All right.
Chris Blackwell.
He's the cute one. All right. I'm the adorable one.
The
This
vivacious
is the
one.
vivacious one, and that woman.
That one. She's gonna have a shirt next week that says "that one."
Okay, Jennifer, in finance and real estate investors, what is you as mortgage professional looking for in that investor? What are you looking for in that investor to be willing to give them money?
They have to have assets.
Okay.
That's a must. I mean, I can, as an investor, I can get you a loan, low credit,
Okay.
no income verification, but you must have assets to show in a bank account at least 6 months reserves.
Oh, okay. 6 months.
3 to
Okay.
6 months reserve.
Mhm.
Higher credit always helps, and for that person to be transparent,
Right.
with their goals and with what they have.
Right.
Like I said, once the file goes in and information is found, it's hard for me to pull back.
Right.
Versus giving an explanation and making that file stronger. And that's what your loan officer should be doing. It's helping you prepare your file to be submitted to this person that is only going to know you in paper. Right? It's just giving it strength, and that's what we do. That's our job.
See, now there's a difference. See, when I was a lender back then, I look at a file, I say, okay, we can hide that. We don't have to say nothing about that. The days have changed. They investigating everything now.
That's the reason why she said it's electronic case. You can't hide.
Can't hide nothing no
And
more.
things have tightened up. People that come into trying to get a mortgage loan or trying to invest will typically complain to their real estate professional. That lender is just asking, might as well just ask me for my blood type next and this and that. They just get, I said, look, your lender's doing their job. If they don't get all this information from you now, our process can be delayed later. They already know what they're going to
That's
ask
true.
you for, and even after you turn all that in, and it goes under review from underwriting, they still may come back and ask a few more questions.
And
So
And this is another thing too, though, is that the new investor doesn't understand that if you're going to move on something, we've got to move quickly.
Right.
So it's better for us to have all of these, everything, all of our T's crossed, our
Right.
I's dotted, so that way then, if Jennifer gives you that approval, we can actually come back and say, okay, we're submitting, you want to submit on an offer? Like, hang on, I'm typing it up right now,
Right.
we'll get that signed and submitted. Because if not, someone else is looking for that next great deal too.
Let me ask you a question, subscribers. Do you lend money to people you don't know?
No.
Okay. If they don't pay you, do you lend them again?
Double hell no.
Okay, so why would you think a lender is not going to ask you, short of your DNA, to lend you $500,000?
True. That's true.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's true. But I'm going to add on to that. Everybody knows my assistant Elaine, right? She just bought her first house, right? And Elaine was one of those young people that college was not for her.
Okay, nothing wrong with that.
No, nothing wrong with that. She likes being in the business world, right? So, because she's only been in the business world for a couple of years, you know what they did? They asked for her college transcript. And I was teasing, you ain't going to get no loan now. They look at your college transcript. So, of course, we got that. We got that wave, but it was like, I said, I'm sorry, you got to live in your car. If they look at your college transcript, you got a whole bunch of trouble.
People, you don't understand. This is his assistant. He actually likes this one.
I know. Imagine if he didn't.
So, it's not my fault. Okay, Chris.
Yes.
Do you have a criteria set up for the investor client so that they are not wasting your time?
Honestly, not a specific criteria.
Mm-hmm.
Because, one innovative group, we do both commercial and residential.
Okay.
So we're not, specific to that. But really it's just more about, having proof of funds or having some kind of pre-approval
Okay.
before we really start digging in.
Okay.
And having that conversation of what their goals are so that way we can, ensure that we're getting them, to that goal mark.
Okay. Because I've always wondered, was there like, I always teach in terms of create that avatar client that you want for yourself. And I was wondering on the investment side, it's like, hey, they need to have XYZ percentage of dollars in the bank before I talk to them, or outside of the pre-approval, they need to have overview of what they're expecting of me. That kind of thing. That's why I asked that question.
Well, I mean, as far as an overview, I think it's just more about what their goal is,
Okay.
and what because we at One Innovative Group, we also have our management division. So a lot of our clients are loyal. If they're looking to expand their portfolios, they come back to us because they know that we do a great job.
Okay, yeah.
And so, I mean, I think that's really where, for our client is, we like those loyal clients that we can just keep servicing and, keep providing, value-added services too.
So here's a question that I'm going to run through the three of you. Do the three of you assist the client with an investment strategy? And how does that work from locating, management, and funding? How's in the strategy part?
Well, we always, any client, we will actually sit down, the three of us, and a lot of times Stephen Blackwell will join us because he does more on the management side. But us as an entire team will sit there and hold a meeting with the client, sit down, and we'll start you off with speaking to lending, and then we all have a conversation on this goal, because maybe the goal was that they thought, it's going to be a single family home, but then after speaking to lending, it's actually switched, and we're going, okay, well now we're actually going to be going with a duplex.
Okay. Okay.
Or we're going to go ahead and, I'm looking for something for my daughter, and I want it within 10 miles or less from the university, and this is what we're doing, and so forth and so on. So, again, every person is very unique with their goal.
Right.
And I think that as far as One Innovative Group and Platinum One go, we really trust our lenders, okay? And so if Jennifer tells us, hey, we can't go outside this price range. I've verified assets. I've we trust that she's done all that.
Right.
We're not going to move and try to, dig into our clients' confidential information much further. This is just, all we need to know from a
everybody has their role.
Everybody
has their role.
This is what's going on.
And as a lender, I cannot disclose any information to other than the client. I cannot even discuss this with them. All I can tell them is yes, you guys.
Now, why I don't have your password?
That's right. So you understand that when you come to me, everything is confidential. Okay, nothing is disclosed to your realtor, to my friend, to my husband, to my kids.
That's
right.
right.
In fact, I don't want to talk about you. That's about